Hey, what is up guys? It's Brennan here, and of course, running a small business is exhausting. Between invoices, expenses, payroll, inventory, and cash flow, most owners spend hours every week buried in admin instead of growing their business. And yet almost no one talks about how much time is lost just trying to keep the books straight. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to simplify all of that and take control of your finances without spending hours every week doing it manually, with the help of course, today's video sponsor, which is Xero. You can go ahead and check out Xero at that first link down below in the video description if you'd like to follow along, and you can also get a special discount. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into things on Xero, and of course, with help on your small business bookkeeping. Now, the other things to keep in mind when it comes to small business bookkeeping, and let's be real, most small business owners struggle because of a few key issues. Most of that being manual bookkeeping, with hours wasted tracking income, expenses, and bank statements stuck inside outdated spreadsheets, and mismatching everything can be a real hassle. You also have the problems of late payments and chasing those overdue invoices, payroll headaches, staying compliant and paying your team accurately if you do have employees, as well as expenses and receipts, and losing track of receipts can slow your overall workflow. You also have maybe no clear cash flow visibility month to month, and you don't know what's coming in or going out. I know I used to deal with that personally a whole lot when I used to manage everything just inside spreadsheets. You also have the problems of managing multiple revenue streams when it comes to products, services, and projects, and seeing which ones are actually the most profitable in your business. So all of these factors can really come down and build up a lot of problems in most business owners, making you frustrated or trying to hassle through all of those different messy spreadsheets. Again, and that's why we're focusing here on Xero, and it's exactly why small business owners are using Xero. And let me show you exactly how it solves all these problems feature by feature. And first, you're going to be hopping inside Xero, taking a look at their demo company so you can see exactly what it looks like inside the dashboard step by step when you're getting started with Xero for your accounting and bookkeeping. Now, first, of course, when it comes to the different features that they have is their bank connections and reconciliation. So with their banks, you can automatically pull in your checking account, savings account, and automatically import those transactions directly into your account here. So you can click in, you can see all those transactions, what you have received in those banks, and keeping in mind what's actually been reconciliated or unreconciliated. And you can see, all of those different bank transactions, whether it be payments, expenses, things just going in and out of your bank balance. So you can see that right inside their dashboard and tracking your checking account balance and the actual statement balances that you do have inside. And this will automatically pull those transactions as well as suggest matches, which can save you hours when you're going through and reconciling those transactions. You also have the ability to import them via bank statements if that's something that you want to do manually, but you don't have to. But again, most business banks or just any kind of checking account should link in no problem inside your Xero account. And then here you can see the matching, the ability to match those transactions from the check number over to maybe if you have set up an invoice, or just matching it and categorizing things correctly based on the category and what account it should go to. Again, when you're looking at maybe like a certain type of expense, whether it's a legal expense, a utility expense, you can go through here and categorize easily. You can create it. You can either match it to an invoice that you have existing. As you can see here, there's like city limousine invoices, or you can even, instead of matching it directly, if you need to, of course, if you want to cancel the match, you can go through here and create your own if you have an account that you want to add it to, in terms of like if you're categorizing it as an advertising expense or other kinds of expenses here inside your bank reconciliation process. Again, it automatically pulls in these transactions, and it's a pretty easy process to go through and either match them to those invoices that you have set up, or just going ahead and actually categorizing them based on the expenses, so that when it comes tax time, you have everything already categorized out and based on the categories of those expense categories. Again, you have things like travel, dues, subscriptions. You can easily go through the whole list here and manage them quite easily. You also have compacted view if that kind of helps you view if you have a lot of them, or you could go the regular full size, which is much bigger. So you have a lot of different options here as far as the bank connections and transactions. Moving in next, we also have is invoicing. So that would be in the sales tab, and then you would select invoices. You also have their sales overview that is going to allow you to see what type of invoices are currently in here. So as you can see here, you have your invoices. You can see drafted invoices, invoices that are currently, pending, things that are going in overdue, depending on what you have set up. Again, this is just the demo account, kind of giving you an example of what things could look like. If you have different customers that owe you money, that's all going to show up inside here. If you wanted to create a new invoice, that's what this process is then going to pull up and look like. So you can easily go in here, go through, look and see what a new invoice would be. You can easily add the item. So let's just say it's golf balls. You select golf balls. You can add the amount. So as you can see here, this will automatically populate as $15. You can add the contact. Okay, we're going to charge $7.11 for some golf balls, and it's due on Halloween. You can set up the invoice number, reference number. You can go through here, easily set up those branded invoices as well as automated reminders, which can be really nice. So you don't have to chase those customers down. Send those automatic reminders, and you can have online or in-person payments as well. So they can pay directly on the invoice. If you see what the invoice looks like, as you can see, we currently have an orange as our branding for an orange demo company. And then this is what the invoice looks like. If they want to mail you a check, they can do that, a physical payment, or they can also pay you digitally inside the invoice settings. You can easily go in and then actually, accept payments directly on the invoice as well, which can make you look a lot more professional and help you overall inside of getting payments inside your business. Again, if we look at online payments, that's what this process is going to look like. Most people probably want to use PayPal. Maybe is just something you can use to actually accept payments. You have multiple different payment methods you can go through and use. Just PayPal is probably one of the most popular ones. You can connect to various different services. Again, this is the PayPal example. You can also connect to other ones here too in terms of different payment methods. But that's just an example here as far as one that you can use to actually accept those payments online as well. You can also set up quotes and products and services and customers. Again, all of that is available inside the invoicing features, and then it will all be summarized here inside your sales area, where you can then easily see who's owing you the most and who you need to chase down for that money, right? You want to get paid in your business ultimately at the end of the day. And then speaking of expenses, you do also have the ability to do expenses and receipt capture. So when it comes to actual expenses that you do have, maybe purchases that you made, you go into your expenses tab, and this is where you can see all of your expenses. And this is where you can easily then go and make sure that you have receipts added to your expenses. Now, if you have a new expense, you can do that as an expense claim, or you can also do it as a mileage claim if you are also driving inside your business. You can also do that here as well, which is pretty nice. And this also includes the receipt capture feature, which is available on their app, where you can go in and then make sure you track everything inside here. Now, this one, of course, does not actually have a receipt photo, but if you do add this, you can then add the receipt photos here. If you go in, you edit, you can upload an image here directly, or you can snap the photo on the app with Xero and easily take a picture of your receipt and then upload the file manually. If you do need to do that, of course, which most people probably need to do that inside their business. If you need to add and make sure that those expenses are properly logged with the receipts, so you can snap the receipts, submit the claims, and reduce the overall admin work that you have. And as a business owner, you can easily go through here too and make sure that your employees, maybe if people are submitting things, make sure you go through here, review the transaction log, and make sure that everything is good to go. You can see if things are available to review. If you have employees, you can approve them here, and anything you need to pay out, maybe in a reimbursable expense or things like that, you can do that here inside the purchases, inside the expense category right there as well. Now, in terms of other things you can do, of course, when it comes to Xero is then, of course, if you do have the accounting features, you do have that built in as well. Other things that you can run as well, if you do need to do that, is going to be payroll. Now, payroll is an additional add-on that is available through their partners such as Gusto, and it does give you compliant payroll, and that is another aspect that you can then add onto your account via their connected apps. If you're going to be doing, maybe if you want to do their payroll via ADP, you have that available here. You have a few different options when it comes to the payroll and app add-on. Again, that's typically going to be through a company like Gusto is their partner. And you can add that in as a payroll app to your software. In addition, they also have the ability, again, to pay bills. So you can capture pay bills and do bill pay. You go here to purchases. You could go to bills. And then once you're inside the bills section, you can easily go in and then make those payments directly to the vendors that you have bills outstanding for. Again, this is so you can capture, approve, and pay those bills online. Additionally, you also have Inventory and Inventory Plus, which is going to be an additional add-on. As you can see here, here's the recommended Gusto payroll app. You can also add in the inventory feature, which is going to be managing your inventory, which would include their Inventory and Inventory Plus, where you can track multi-channel inventory, reorder points, and cost of goods sold, which is something so you can then see those directly inside your sales overview, and how those reports are going to show up for you inside your business through companies like Shopify or Amazon and things like that. Next, you also have projects and time tracking. Now, this is a direct feature here available that can also save you a little bit of time as well in terms of tracking those hours, costs, and profitability per project. So if you have this tax compliant project, see, you can add the overall project estimate, the amount of hours, and then how much it's costing you per this project. And you can see the overall profitability, how much you've actually estimated. You can go through here and see what's actually gone through. Again, if we go back to all products, you can see one that's a little bit more further along. So you can see the deadline, how much time is spent, and then the overall profitability that you would then estimate to have based on the expenses and what's been invoiced and what the actual deadline is for that too. So that's another nice feature. In addition to all of the reporting that you have inside Xero, this is where you're going to see the expense reports. If you have the full list of expenses, if you want to see a 1099 report, account transactions, you can also see, of course, the lovely profit and loss income statement. This is probably the bread and butter for most organizations, where you can actually see the total profit and loss across the whole board here. And this is your income statement, right? This is the most important statement for any business owner. So you can see how much you're actually spending, making, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, right? Advertising, dues, subscriptions, entertainment. You can see it all summarized here right within the reports feature, which is super, super important. In addition to that, you also have the regular analytics on the homepage, but going into the deeper reporting can be useful. Again, this is kind of like your day-to-day operations. You can see cash in, cash out on a month-to-month basis. And that's the typical regular analytics, but you also have the more detailed analytics, if you have the business snapshot type of thing like we showed you already. You also have profit and loss income month to month. So this is a nice little feature here. See your overall cash gross profit margin. This is a pretty nice little dashboard analytics that you can view with your business snapshot. And you also have the cash flow, and then the more detailed reports, which are going to be, inside here with those reports that I had showed you with the profit and loss statements, other business performance reports, cash summary, all those kind of things are going to be shown in here, which you can easily see all those financial ratios if that's something you're interested in, or if you just want a basic business snapshot, you can do that as well, all inside the reporting analytics and dashboard, which gives you the snapshot of the overall cash flow, invoices, bills, and deeper analytics for forecasting inside your business. Now, I did touch on a little bit of the app integrations and ecosystem. You do have the app integrations, other companies like Ramp, Stripe, you can also add for payments and things like that inside your business. And you can also customize this with your POS, e-commerce, payroll, and other reporting apps. You can go through the Xero App Store and easily add more there. Another feature that you can do with some automation is their newer Jax feature, which is their AI and automation. You can automate tasks like invoices and quotes with conversational insights. And again, the best part from all of this is you can manage all of this from your computer or your phone, giving you full control without the chaos. So again, this is Xero. If you would like to sign up, you can go ahead and check out that first link down below in the video description. And again, it can help you with time saving when it comes to automating those invoices, expenses, reconciliation, cash flow clarity, right, with the dashboards, reports, and real-time visibility, and the professional operations when it comes to payroll, inventory, and bill pay that's all integrated, and the flexibility of the different app integrations, projects, and AI automation, and the mobility because you can manage your business anywhere via the mobile app or on the computer, on the desktop, as you're seeing right here. Again, if you're running a small business, can be hard enough at the end of the day, right? You're doing your day-to-day operations, and the last thing you should be doing is spending hours every week on admin on the calculator and where a tool can handle it for you. Again, Xero can simplify everything here inside your business, from the invoices, expenses, payroll, inventory, cash flow, all in one place. If you want to stop chasing paperwork and start managing your business like a pro inside Xero, then you can go ahead and check out Xero using the link in the video description below. It's a tool that lets you focus on growth and not busy work. Again, if you'd like to sign up with Xero, you can check out that first link down below in the video description for a special discount on Xero. But guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway guys, that is all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.